The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
A man, is it the power in his hands? Is it his quest for glory? Give it all you got to fight to the top, so we can know your story. Now you're a man, man. Now you're a man, man. You are now a man, you're a man. Now you're a male. Live it. What makes a man? Is it the woman in his arms? Just 'cause she has big titties? Or is it the way he fights every day? No, it's probably the titties. Now you're a male. Oh my. Now you're a male. Now you're a male. M-A-N, man. Now you're a male.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
What is up, everybody? You are watching The Men's Room. It's Friday night. I'm your host, Tommy Gunn. Appalachian America is out. He will be coming later on tonight. I don't know exact times, but it shouldn't be too long. With me, as always, you know him. He's from down under. Let's see.
G'day, fans. Air conditions and other cool units. Welcome to another edition of the Men's Room. Today, Twitter has melted down, and nobody's surprised.
And then with me, you know him. He's high tech with computers. He loves brewing beer. Channel Dad, Brian Late.
Are you sure you know me? You're flying solo tonight, so huh?
Yeah. Stuff's gonna be a little late.
He's a Dalton, family stuff.
Yeah, all right. I got a hard stop at 10, just so you know. Maybe even before, if the dogs start acting up. Yeah, I try to be here on time, and I didn't quite make it. But
you're good, man.
Yeah, I don't know how many. No, these aren't people I followed on Twitter, but people I follow have been responding. Oh, I'm leaving. Oh my God, it's the end of the world.
I know, right?
They wouldn't know a fascist when they slap them in the face. It's like, yeah, you people have no clue what you're talking about. None.
Oh, yeah.
They don't have enough animal fat in their diet to make their brain work.
Well, they wouldn't know a fascist if they looked one in the mirror, which they do every day. Because if they knew what a fascist was, they would go, oh my.
So,
government and business collusion. That's fascism.
Collusion to control the state, yes.
Yeah.
And that is why you have a bundle of sticks on the symbol of Congress.
So when I
You
think
can't
about
say what
the
the bundle of
people,
sticks is called because it's
the
against YouTube.
fascia.
yeah.
Yeah.
So when I think
on
about
the back of a dime. I'm sorry, Tommy.
Oh,
Go
you're
ahead.
good. So
Okay.
when I think about the people that are leaving Twitter, I picture them like this.
Hey, none of the deer around me make a noise like that.
Now, I've never heard. I don't know what was going on with that deer, because I've never heard that either.
Probably a proctology exam. But Twitter, I forget who said it. Somebody says, so the Twitter elite are telling their fans they're leaving Twitter, but they don't immediately close their account, which means they're not asking their fans for approval. They're just asking their fans to join them in their fellow outrage and baying at the moon.
Well, the only reason why they're doing this is because they don't want other social. They're mad because Twitter is becoming a free speech platform. They don't want that part coming popular, because then YouTube will have to do it. Facebook will have to do it. All of them will have to be.
They're upset because they're losing their power on the platform they were running behind the scenes as Project Veritas exposed.
Oh yeah.
They had the power to downvote you. These blue check marks had their secret little cabal in which they and the government, as Brian was saying, what is fascism, everybody?
Well,
these people with the blue check mark and the government were working hand in glove to control what anybody else would say, or at least downvote everybody. And I've seen popular posts disappear from trending no sooner than they arrive.
Oh, well, there is a popular post that's trending right now, and it's the argument between AOC and Elon Musk right now. I don't know if it's still going on, but did you see them two going at it, their tweets?
Are they really arguing, or is it just a meme?
I think they're really arguing.
Both.
Okay.
Fox did show on late night on Gutfeld that Elon had tweeted the $58 AOC bitched about $8 for a blue check mark, right?
Yes.
Then Elon said, "Thank you for your input. Now pay up." Then she said something else. He said something else. Then he puts up the $58 hoodie. And then she goes on about, I'm community organizer. And then he says, "You're tweeting this from your Tesla." And I think she said another bunch of stuff which nobody cared about. And this morning she started a rant up as soon as she got up about Twitter, blah, blah, blah. Nobody's actually paying attention. She's possibly, I don't know if this is true or not, that she's lost followers overnight. But lots of people are saying they're bleeding followers right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if I am or not. I didn't have a whole lot anyway, but
well, I
don't follow. Is there a thing that shows you how many people you used to have?
No, you have to know what you had. There was so, and I think unless you're on Social Blade, but see, I have currently, not to brag, 18.9k followers. And that is down, but it goes up and down every day. So unless you're on Social Blade, you can't find the trending of your own followers. And I think they only track so many people now. They don't track everybody on Twitter anymore. There's just too many accounts.
Yeah, I've checked Social Blade for my YouTube stuff, but I've never looked at it for even that. I mean, I have it in. YouTube tells me how many. Lost 3 in the last 28 days. I don't know. I was growing, and now I've lost people. It's really crazy, man. I don't post any videos, and I gain followers, and I start posting videos again, and I lose them.
So, late question for you. How are you adjusting to living in the sticks? I don't know if you were living in the sticks before, but I know you are now. So, is it an adjustment for you where you're at now?
It's still working on that adjustment. Yeah, it is different.
Good different or just different?
Parts of it are good. I don't miss the noise and the polluted air, but you know,
How
only having so internet can be a
Yeah.
problem for certain things.
how's the stars at night?
Well, we have this big old spotlight, this bright light. A lot of the people that lived here before us it was a like kind of a street light. Now it's this big bright thing. So the stars are there, but you gotta the back of the house is kind of in shadow, so you have to kind of go out and let your eyes adjust. But if you go down to the street down in the valley, because my wife and I were coming back from something the other day, and she was looking up, seeing something, and I stopped, and you can see a lot of stars.
Digital pollution.
Yeah, but the everyone's got a light for the. I wish I could turn it off. I understand what it's for. It's to keep the critters away. Help with that anyway. Because they're going to be out.
Dating site for moths.
Yeah. Well, and it's the thing is where it is high enough up that it's far enough away from the house that we don't have a problem with moths and that. But because it does attract bugs, there are bats that fly around the house. I don't know where they live. They don't live in my house, so that's okay. But they fly around, and it can be annoying sometimes. But they take care of a lot of that. But I was already working from home, and obviously I can't go into the office for things like they're going to have some kind of get together. I mean, it's not just the team I work with; it's like the whole office. But no, and I learned this one person that's on the team that I've been helping for the last, off and on since March. She moved to Charlotte like 3 years ago. It's like, right, even before that we were officially allowed to work remotely. I'm like, oh, I wonder how that worked. But she'd been with the company for quite a while, so she was a valued employee. So, but no, it's I mean, when you got to drive almost an hour to get to the closest Walmart, it's an hour and 10 minutes to closest Sam's and Aldi. You plan your trips, once a month. You buy more. We got a freezer. We're still trying to get half a cow. We asked the guy that we bought the house from, and he actually had a cow we wanted to get processed, but I don't know what happened. The cow's not processed. I can see it down in the valley. But no, I want to find a local meat distributor, because some of them,
yeah.
Well, like some of them, if they're not, is it FDA or maybe USDA approved, but they're still clean, they can't sell you the meat. So what you have to do is you have to buy you go and have
cow.
You literally buy the cow and then pay for processing.
Yep.
Yes.
So now, what all are you going to get with? Are you going to get everything with the cow, or are you going to leave some stuff behind? Like, are you going to get the cow's tongue and stuff like that?
Yeah, probably not that. I'm not really sure how to eat that.
I don't know where it occurs, but I have heard some people are going halvesies with dog food people, because the dog food people take the cow, the hooves, the head, the guts, the skin, and a quarter of the meat.
Oh, wow.
But it is, so you get about 3/4 of the cow.
Yeah, our freezer is not big enough for 3/4 of a cow. We can barely fit
but there are now buying groups. There are farm buying groups out there that you probably have to look into, a local farmers group.
Yeah, because there's quite a bit of ranching around here, a fair amount of corn. I don't know if anyone's growing soybeans. It's pretty much either corn, and I think it's feed corn, although I don't know if anyone has pigs, or they're doing grass. So sometimes they're doing, it's not odd for people to do winter rye, and then they're doing straw or hay. If they're doing hay, I think if they're doing hay, they can get 2 cuttings.
Now, what are they putting on for? See, I used to live at the farmhouse, and when we passed where they were growing corn, they sprayed basically chicken crap all over the ground, and it smelled awful for about a month.
Yeah.
Is it like that there too?
I I didn't notice that. The honey wagon is what that's called. It's usually cow poop.
Well,
that's been liquefied.
They liquefy. It's usually actually conglomerate these days. They add chemicals to just so that it's not so that it doesn't brew bacteria.
Yeah. When we lived in Marion, that's what we smelled. And Marion is surrounded by cornfields. A lot of it's popcorn. I mean, there's a popcorn factory in Marion. You get certain chips made there. Marion, Ohio. But yeah, you would smell that every spring.
Yeah, during spring.
I remember the big controversy over the meat processing plants. I think it was in Georgia, and the plants won because they said we were here first. If you move into an area of meat plant, you can't file a complaint anymore.
Yeah.
Well, my local, we had a local Valley Dell that processed the meat and stuff.
Yeah.
And they just came out and said they're going to turn that, because it closed down about, I think, like 15 or 20 years ago. And it's just been sitting.
Yeah.
But it's turning into 300 high-end apartments.
Crap.
Right in our little town. So I'm like, that's lovely.
Yeah, people are going to eat.
Well, in today's market, I don't even know if that would sell very well. We got land around here. It's been for sale for months.
Yeah.
And no one's even nibbling on it.
Well, say they did the vote at night to where nobody could object to it, like in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
So they did it dirty. And it's just traffic is so bad right now in our small town, and we're landlocked. We can't expand our little town. So you add 300 more people, 300 more families usually. That's at least probably around 500 cars, because some couples have 2 cars.
Yeah.
It's going to be horrible.
Aren't they doing some kind of construction? Is that near you, off of 81 there, where they're redoing the exit?
Yes.
The entrances, and there's taking out a light and putting in,
Well, they're shutting down all these mom and pop restaurants, and they're putting in very expensive restaurants. They're trying to make Salem into basically like a tiny golden city, like all expensive things, and
that doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't.
People put money in politicians' pockets to get their way, and you pay for it as a consumer.
Yeah.
Oh, they're making 81 3 lanes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, are you getting I forget what they call it. The Crazy 8, where they got the crossover roads. It's where the highway goes like this, and then goes up like that, and then another one goes up and up and under like that, and then you got the 4 feed lanes. Yeah.
I was mistaken. I knew it closed a long time ago, but it actually closed in the 80s. And
well, you said 20, 30 years ago, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't sure, but
yeah. I mean, well, the 80s technically were 33 years ago, I guess.
Dude, I freaked out when I found out how old Bambi is. The movie Bambi. It's 80 years old. When I found
one of the few they haven't touched with a remake yet.
The 1930s, is that when that came out?
1940s, I think.
That was a long time in the making, that movie. Yeah, I think it was 40s that it came out.
It just don't seem like that's 80-year-old movie.
No, because it's a timeless classic.
Hey.
But what Bambi tells us is that Disney is, and always will be, a company that appropriates other people's cultures, whether they buy it or take it off public domain, and rewrite it and make it their own, and then try to stop anybody else from doing the same thing.
Yeah, it came out in 1942. Yeah. 1942.
Do you know what's interesting about the 80s? Virtually no Disney.
Yeah.
Well, we
Yes.
had Tron and the Black Hole.
Yeah, they did produce some good stuff, but then they gave up on the Black Hole. They gave up on Tron.
Yeah.
They produced some good stuff, and then they gave up on it because they got a hissy fit that the stuff we liked isn't the stuff they like to make.
Well, and they kept re-releasing, you'd get Cinderella on video cassette, and they would be a high quality, and it's going to go back in the vault. And then it came back out when there was, DVDs, and then it came back out for Blu-ray.
Then Beauty and the Beast. After Cinderella came those 6 Beauty and the Beast movies every 2 years. Ending with that one with the Harry Potter chick that nobody cares about.
Fox and the Hound was 80s.
80s, yep. But what I mean is Disney didn't dominate the 80s, and yet they produced some of their best material.
Yeah. They didn't own everything.
Yeah. Oh, I just don't like the movie industry right now because I feel like every person that works in the movie industry goes to the same college, gets the same ideas, and we just get the same thing over and over again.
Well, that's your movie executives who aren't willing to take a chance on anything.
Yeah.
So they only approve projects that are some rehash of something that's already happened.
Which is backfire because you look at that, not the last Ghostbuster, but the Ghostbuster before that. That was horrible.
Oh, they've lost a lot of money, but they're going to keep going.
Yeah.
They keep going because they keep getting them tax credits and they keep getting that Pentagon money that from the black budget. And people keep saying, no, the Pentagon doesn't give them money. What? Yeah, not directly, but what's the movie fund? What are all these hedge funds? Where do you think these hedge funds get money from? Government prints billions of dollars. 2 + 2, people.
Well, it goes through Ukraine first.
Ukraine. Oh my God! Don't talk. Yeah, the cokehead of Kiev.
What's up, man?
Could you imagine Zelensky out there doing videos? I made $10 billion working from home. You want to know more?
Buy my course.
Yeah, buy my course.
Somebody posted a video on Twitter I saw today. They don't have power, but someone's still shooting a Netflix special with Zelensky.
Well, Ukraine News did show downtown Ukraine as having power, and some RT showed that the whole satellite view of Ukraine. Yes, there are 30% of Ukraine doesn't have power, and downtown Kiev, where the government is powered by its own station, which they haven't hit. They pointed out that they've been hitting the power stations mostly in industrial areas, but because Ukraine's power grid is cross-connected, any power lost by one station, they have to make it up because it's not power station. It's all cross-connected. So you might be here, but you're getting power off these 2 stations. You know what I mean?
Leif, I got a computer question for you.
All right.
Can you use a HDMI splitter? Will it just copy the screen, or the computer actually recognize it as another screen?
I don't know the answer to that question. It's
see, I'm thinking the same thing. I was like, well, it might work, it might not.
Because it's only one signal, so I would imagine that it just would repeat the same thing.
Yeah.
I would think they wouldn't want to put I think it wouldn't work if the other screen was permitted to send signals back. They would have to block it for the splitter to work.
Yeah. Because it's only one port on the computer, and usually when you're going to have multiple monitors, each monitor has to go to its own port.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Whether it's HDMI or DisplayPort or whatever.
Well, see, I got 2 monitors, but I actually have a third monitor. My computer has all 3 different kinds of hookups for it. So my first computer, I'm using HDMI. The second one, it kind of looks like an HDMI, but it's a little different. And then it's got the old style where you screw it in. It's got the 2 screws. And I can do all 3. And so I didn't know if I should just get a splitter or just get the old style cord, but it wouldn't be HDMI then.
Yeah, but if you split it, remember you're just getting 2 screens with the same display.
Yeah.
It's not really 3 screens.
Yeah. He said the same thing. Because mine only has 1 HDMI port, which sucks.
See, what I know about projectors is that they're the only devices that say use a splitter. So I think that's what it's for. I think it's for a projector, not for a monitor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because eventually I'm going to have my studio built and I have 2 big screens, and then I was thinking I have another one just off to the side, but I don't know. I might have to upgrade something on my computer to get that to work.
Well, what do you have? Any other ports on your computer?
I got another HDMI port, but it's not. I don't know if that would still work the same. Like it's on the other side of the computer, so I don't know if that's for just to receive a signal or send a signal.
I should be able to receive it or send. Yeah, they're not necessarily next to each other. Some computers are like that, some aren't.
Okay.
So like my laptop's got a display port as well as a HDMI. So you can look up your model and see if it says that it will drive 2 monitors.
Well, I got 2 monitors playing now.
Yeah, some cards have 3 ports but can only drive 2 monitors. The second port being a split, whether you want to do it for HDMI or regular digital.
Right, or they'll only drive 2 at a time.
Yeah, or 2 at a time. Yeah.
I was just curious. I didn't know if you've ever messed with it or not.
Not a splitter, not not for that kind of thing. I mean, I've done VGA splitters, but that was to show the same thing on 2 different, a monitor and a projector, as David was saying.
I did a splitter for I think it was the first apartment we were renting. We had the TV in the living room, we had the TV in the kids' room, and we had TV in our room. Well, we only got 2 cable boxes, but when we left the living room, we just watched something in our room. So I was like, I'm just going to copy the split off from the box and run right to the bedroom.
Yeah.
There's a way not to pay an extra $45 for another box a month. But I didn't know if it was like that or if it actually would duplicate it.
Most likely it's just going to duplicate it. Because the HDMI 2 as well, it part of it is also in your digital, your DRM is also embedded in that cable. So it's possible that you split it. It could say, well, you could have one monitor on, but not the other one.
Yeah.
Hey, there's weird things that they do with that stuff nowadays too.
I was talking to David about the whole
Oculus
VR. Pro. It's meant for people that work from home, and they can put it on, and you still see everything around you. It's AR and VR, so you still see your desk, except you can put like 13 screens in front of you.
Oh wow!
And you can still link it to your computer, so you're seeing your keyboard. You can still, when you move your mouse, it moves the mouse on there. There's no lag. But but that's just for the Pro. But the Pro is like $1,500. But they're actually talking about using it for people that are watching security cameras, because it's a lot cheaper to pay for an Oculus than it is to get all them displays playing. Plus, they can watch and make sure your eyes are actually watching the footage, because it's got eye tracking.
Yeah, that's not creepy at all.
No, that's not creepy at all. But actually, I was in VR.
Actually, you know what's creepy? Chinese watch can tell you your emotions.
Yeah.
The Chinese, the Chinese, it's the knockoff of the iWatch. I forget what it's called. Actually, I think it's called eWatch. But the Chinese eWatch, which is forbidden to be exported, can tell you if you're happy, sad, or depressed. And I'm thinking it also has a fourth mode, anti-government.
Well, I think most people in China are either depressed or
anti-government.
suicidal at this point.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They just while the newly re-elected dictator is saying everything's fine, their economy took a 38% hit in the last quarter, just on real estate alone.
Yeah, well,
their largest car company is a facade.
Yeah, say they're doing Keynesian economics, on steroids over there. So eventually, that
print
house of
money,
cards,
claim its GDP, and print more money.
Yeah,
So,
eventually it crashes.
Speaking of politics and stuff, Tuesday, if y'all are available, we're gonna do a stream during the midterms. If y'all are,
Well, we won't know the results until they figure out how many votes they got to find.
I completely understand that, but it's just gonna be us
watching
probably
the stream,
saying points, and basically there's going to be a bunch of cameras watching the drop boxes. Well, there's footage right now of people actually shoving more basically dumping the votes into the drop boxes.
Oh yeah.
There's a Detroit has put tents over some of their drop boxes. So, and Detroit Secretary of State is in contempt of court over the rules that she can exclude people from basically certain parts of the count. There's a whole lot of stuff going on in Detroit right now, which is scary.
Oh, yeah. Well, they know they're going to lose huge. So
What's happening, fellas?
What's up, man?
Stop the bleed. Yeah, it's not a red. It's a red wave, so they're trying to stop the bleed.
Oh, it's a red massive flood is what it'll be.
Yeah,
I think it's past. I think we're packed. I think we're at global flood at this point.
We're at the shining, pushing the elevator button.
Yep.
Nice.
So just so you know, that one of my dogs has been in here 4 times. I'm probably gonna have to let him out soon, and I probably won't be back.
So Appalachian's here.
You probably won't be back
with the minute down.
You're not coming back late?
No, I've got a hard stop at 10 o'clock. I'm here by myself. My wife had to go to Richmond they're closing out on her mom's house. They got to empty it first. So, and I got to be up. I can almost probably listen to Coffee and Gaming tomorrow while I'm on the road.
Oh, where are you going to go?
I got to go to beach. I got to be at Beach Mountain by 7 a.m. So I got to deal with windy ass mountain roads at 6:30 in the morning.
What's Beach Mountain?
Ski patrol.
Oh.
It's a ski area, man. And there's only windy roads to get there.
Dude, that's so awesome. I wish there was a ski place around here, because I would love to go skiing.
You got Bryce Mountain, maybe 2 hours north of you. You got Wintergreen in West Virginia.
I've been to Wintergreen a couple times.
I forget exactly where Bryce is.
There's a Winter Place too.
There's Massanutten, up 81. Yeah, but you don't have anything local. You got to drive. But Bryce or Massanutten, you could do as a long day of skiing.
Yeah. You guys were talking. I was on my way home, and I think my delay was pretty epic. But like you were talking about, you said it didn't make sense. They were dumping a whole bunch of money into stuff and shutting down little mom and pops, but for big business. They're trying to reel in money from the college.
Which one?
Roanoke College.
Oh.
Everything's catering to them right now. Like, they don't care about anything about the actual citizens of Salem. They're actually starting to turn purple.
Yeah,
they're starting to turn purple because they're trying to cater to the college and make it more appealing to college kids to come in, because when the college kid comes in, they bring money.
Yeah, but they don't spend it. They spend it at the college. Yeah, that is going to lead to a complete and total bankruptcy. That's as dumb as chasing a professional sports team.
Yep.
That's why I vote get rid of Foley.
Yeah, I'm voting for Holiday.
Yep. Because Foley is a Republican, but all he's doing is suckling at the teat of the college.
Yeah.
Rhinos. Establishmentarianism.
Yeah. I mean, this is what, places in the Northeast with Harvard and Yale and all these, and
that's right.
They have these endowments, and then they cut, the university ends up owning half the land in a county, and they lose money from that because they're tax exempt. And then next thing you know, they don't have money for fire department or
I was going to
anything.
Say 30 college towns face economic ruin because the schools pay no taxes.
Yeah, that is a fool's errand.
They're talking about Harvard, all around Harvard, turning into a retirement district because they're the only people. Because, these towns turn into retirement villages because the college just basically doesn't pay tax, and most of these businesses don't make profit. They're subsidized.
Yeah.
They subsidize them for the college students, give them college discount. And they don't tip either.
Seeing it and voting against it because it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Wait until you work a minimum wage, and then you'll realize why.
Us talking and all that discussion about voting. We are having a live stream Tuesday night. Sorry, David, but you're going to be in for a long day. Yeah. Because I don't know what time it starts for you, but we're starting at 8:30 p.m.
Well, I won't. Yep, I'll be a little late.
What time is it? What time is it right now for you?
It is 11:40 a.m. So I'm thinking it'll be 6 a.m. when you start.
Well, it'd be 2 hours. So it's 9:30. It'd be you said would you say it was 11:30?
So he's 14 hours ahead.
Yeah, but Sunday we dropped from 14 to 13.
Yes.
No. Well.
Yeah.
Did you already switch to standard time, David, or do you have daylight? Or I guess you're switched the opposite. So
we don't have daylight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. So there you go. All right.
So it'll be 13. It'll be 13 hours ahead come Sunday. So then it'll be 2 hours ago from now is what time we'll start. Because it's 9:30, it'd be 8:30, 7:30. So anyway, we're starting at 8:30 Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. And we're going to go until we can't go no more. Because me and Tommy and all of us, well, I don't know about any of y'all guys, but I requested time off, and I'm ready to party. The big question is Tommy going to be able to come up to the garage?
No.
Huh?
No.
Why?
Because I am going to stay up as long as I can, but I got to work the next day.
You loser. You didn't even request off?
Yes, I did.
What happened?
Someone requested off before me, so they got the slot.
Oh, God.
Yes. But I will say they got it. They were 6 months they did it 6 months before anything. They had to have it off. So,
Man,
But
2
I'm
years
still gonna
ago,
pay it.
2 years ago, we were like, dude, we can't do this no more because we got to work in the morning. It sucks. We're gonna have to take the day off afterwards.
Yeah, I'll drink some coffee.
Power through it, I guess.
I'll probably take a nap before we start.
Dang it.
Now, by the garage, you mean your garage, Seth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang it. I was so hoping we was gonna like have a good old time. I guess I'll just be stuck here in the room.
Get CollectorExpress to come on.
So, Appalachian, I had a conversation because you were talking about it too.
What's
You were
up?
going to do an HDMI splitter to put another monitor, right?
Yes.
You can't do a splitter with a monitor.
Are you sure?
Not absolutely positive, but
Because in my thought process was I was going to run a splitter and then go into the settings and make it go to 3 different monitors.
I think it's going to duplicate the screen. It might not. I mean, it's.
But I think you have to set it. Like if you go into settings, I'm looking at it right now. Display. Huh. I don't know. You might be able. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Because you gotta you have to hit. There's a button that says detect other display, and once you hit that, it'll like go in and find.
Oh, it's not right.
If you have them all hooked up, it might.
Yeah.
But I heard that you don't have HDMI. Like it's not all HDMIs.
It's not. Mine is my main monitor is an HDMI.
Yeah.
My other monitor has the monitor port, and then the other port that you screw in that used to be blue. It's got them two on it. So I have enough for 3, except they were just basically you'll have great quality, okay quality, and then standard quality.
Yeah, it's a VGA adapter.
Yeah, VGA.
Gotcha. Well, I don't know then. I don't know how that's gonna work.
I mean, it might. I just don't know.
So, any of you going to pay $8 for Twitter?
I might.
Yeah, actually, right now, I would if I could. Oh, so, just
Now,
got a message.
I am curious, is Elon Musk going back left or is he staying right?
Well, according to Breitbart, he's calling Trump supporters the.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Nazis.
Yeah.
So.
The ones with the funny mustaches.
Yeah.
But do you think it's just a stunt? I mean, like, I don't know. You know how Elon Musk likes to troll.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's just a troll move and he's just messing with people, or is he's losing money with Tesla because people ain't buying Tesla because they think he's a Trump supporter now.
I don't know. Hey, the wife and kids just got here. I'm gonna help her get the kids in. I'll be right back.
You're good.
Now, according to this, Twitter and Trump have had a feud before. Elon and Elon and Trump have had a falling out before over, purchase of Twitter. He said he was going to stay on Truth Social. He said, sort of, come on, man. Elon, I can't find the Breitbart article. I can't find a lot of articles on stuff anymore. I mean, this censorship drive is getting ridiculous. But Elon has said that he's dashed hopes of Trump's quick return because he wants the community board to be made up of members of both sides of the political spectrum and to have neutral voices as well. And before he even considers any change to the Twitter rules, he pretty much wants the people to define what their community standards are. You know, you just can't say community standards. So Trump coming back tomorrow or on Monday is malarkey.
Yeah.
It's just, but it's not just Trump supporters having meltdown. As you know, Twitter people are upset because Twitter is basically saying, Twitter's basically Scottish heraldry, you know. Anybody can buy a Scottish law. Anybody can pay to become a Scottish lord, and Twitter's doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So soy latte, $8. That you know, happy face. Wojak has a meltdown over blue check mark for 30 days of being a blue check mark. Now, that blue check mark does not just mean Twitter verified. It gives you access to other Twitter features, such as edit my tweet and making bigger tweets, apparently. So there are features that come with blue check marks.
Oh, that's cool.
Which they already got. But I don't think I've seen anybody check my tweet. And also, don't forget, Elon did fact check her Biden over his claim that $5 gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently the White House has been fact checked several times recently.
Oh yeah, there's I can't remember what the fact check place is.
Well,
they have categories for
yes.
Everybody in politics right now. They're getting fact checked and they're showing a listing of how many false statements.
At the moment, what Elon has is a couple of his people, and it's called community responses, which includes fact checkers. But some of the fact checkers, Yahoo the other day fact-checked Politico on the Russian claims about biolabs. Now, it's controversial because Yahoo and Politico say they're false. But Victoria Nuland from the Department of Homeland Security said, yes, we have 46 biolabs and they're saving lives. They're saying they're researching cures to deadly pathogens and that they don't want these deadly pathogens to fall into the hands of Russians. Well, which is it? They don't exist or they're saving lives. But remember, this is the same Victoria Nuland who back in March and April said they don't exist. So do they exist or don't they exist?
Well, I just think, and this may just be a feeling, I feel majority of the people are going to vote on 3 topics.
Price of gas, price of food,
and violence.
And the crime, crime wave.
I think it's them 3. And right now, one side is doing a horrible job about it.
Yeah, speaking of horrible jobs, so you heard Lula won the Brazilian election, allegedly, right?
Yeah.
And about 200-300 of his supporters showed up that night to celebrate, right?
Yeah.
The next day, 30 cities, including Sao Paulo, were shut down by Bolsonaro supporters saying, no, he didn't win. 30 million. And I'm thinking, geez, if only Trump supporters rolled out like that. but it's very hard in Brazil to fire somebody. So, yeah, their labor laws are really tough. But when 30 million people rather go to a political rally than football, you pretty much start to wonder, is the Brazilian free and fair? When one party has almost nobody show up, Biden, and another party has lots of people show up, Trump.
Well, he just held a rally, I think, last night, didn't he? I think he's going to do one more on Monday.
Yeah, he had a rally last night, and he's taking 12 hours off, and then he's having another rally. Right up until the nail, pretty much, because the last week of campaigning, it's going to be turned over to the candidates. But Elon did say, I found a statement. Elon said Trump's too old to run.
Oh. Well, he might be a DeSantis fan.
I think Elon has admitted that in the past he voted for Obama.
Yeah.
Dr. Coffin Nails, when did he get here?
He just got here.
I just got here.
Tandon rested. Were you on vacation?
It's been a rough week. Let me put that way.
Oh.
Yeah, I can hear you. I got 5 more minutes and I'm out of here.
Okay. I was planning on getting here by 9:30, but that didn't happen.
Hey, what's happening?
Hey.
The party's all here. Except Lape's got to leave in 8 minutes.
Did you just get here too?
No, I got here a couple minutes ago, but the kids, the wife and kids just got home, so I was helping them get in.
Oh.
And I grabbed all this really good Halloween candy.
Nice.
So, stuff my daughter can't have.
Now, Tommy, you were asking me about moving out here to the sticks. There's one difference. Not a single. Ain't no one came around our neck of the woods looking for candy.
Did you get any trick or treaters, Tommy?
No. Did you think a kid's gonna walk an acre?
Well, I mean, it's not that long of a walk.
It's not, but kids are lazy nowadays. Oh, I mean,
the only trick or treater Seth gets is a bear around his bin.
Trick or treating lasts about an hour, and the kids want to go home. When I was trick or treating, we just kept going until that bag was too heavy to carry.
Yeah, but you grew up with it. I think a lot of these kids didn't grow up with, that sort of ethic or responses or.
Well, and they get candy all year round. I mean, when I was growing up, about the only time we had candy was Easter, trick or treat, and Christmas.
Yep. And you conserved your candy.
Yeah. Oh, Elon.
Yeah.
I'm liking the memes. I notice Trump is still not on there yet, though.
Nope.
He's still banned.
We covered that actually earlier. We were talking. I was reading off. Twitter isn't changing policy or unbanning any old account until the Trust and Safety Board could do two things. One, have members from both sides of the aisle. Two, define what trust and safety in there and our community standards is exactly.
Right.
I mean,
and he's going to have his lawyers check it.
Yeah,
I'm kind of okay with that.
I missed the part that his lawyers are going to check that because he thinks that eventually somebody's going to successfully sue for a civil rights case.
Right.
For over being banned.
Yeah.
You might not win now, but One day there'll be a Rosa Parks that will basically win a case and bring it all down in a house of cards.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I would almost rather Trump wait till after the midterms to be back on, just because anything he says might be weaponized against him anyway. So it's almost better if he stays off there till after next Tuesday.
Well, didn't he already say he wasn't coming back?
Yeah, he announced on Truth Social that he prefer to stay on Truth Social.
Yeah, if he runs for 2024, though, he's gonna have to be on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna have to be.
Yeah,
like, I understand Truth Social. A lot of people have gotten Truth Social, but on the
Men's
other
Room
hand,
has a Truth Social account, by the way.
yes. But on the other hand, if you're not just trying to reach out to your fans, you're trying to reach out to people to get more people, and not everybody that's a Trump supporter is going to have Truth Social.
Right.
Remember that time your husband and a male prostitute had a hammer fight in their underwear? Yeah, that was awesome.
Dude, did you see? He's a cameraman, and he was
January
I can't remember
6th.
where January 6th. He was the one filming.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, but he was filming Nancy Pelosi.
I did not see that.
Oh, he was the documentary film part of the documentary crew. Oh wow.
Yeah, there's so many sketchy things about that are.
He's from, I think, ain't he from Canada? And he was here illegally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was an illegal alien.
Definitely a Trump supporter.
He should have been deported for various other crimes that he did before he took a hammer to the guy's head.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
When Twitter employees demand to keep their jobs.
Yeah, that's our democracy. That's wasn't it? I think it was Jesse Waters who said, when it comes to our democracy, you got to consider both sides aren't using the same definition. One party is talking about the system we have, aka the Republicans. However, the Democrats are talking about a totally different thing. And when you look at their different definitions of our democracy, you start to see Stalinist 1932 election vibes, where the party's always right, the party gets 99% of the vote, and the dissenters are thrown in jail.
Yep. All right, gentlemen, I'm going to grab the 12 gauge and go walk the dogs.
See you later. Have a good one.
Good.
It sounds like Old Yeller.
Yeah. Well, I'm only slightly kidding, but I do have one now. So.
Oh, there you go.
An Old Yeller or a shotgun? Both.
Well, I got German Shepherd. I don't have a golden retriever. But, one of these days I'm going to try and record what I hear at night. Well, sometimes usually it's a bit later. There's some kind of barking and I've looked up it. The coyote barking does kind of sound like that, but it's much deeper. What I'm hearing echoing up the valley.
Do y'all got a lot of wolves up there?
No, apparently not a lot of wolves, but there's coyotes. I mean, we're almost surrounded by Cherokee National Forest or something. There's a bunch of parks and other things too. But there's coyotes, bobcats, black bears.
If you get a mix between a coyote and a wolf, you'll get a louder, deeper coyote yelp.
Oh, well, maybe that's what that is. But it's definitely on the Stone Mountain there on the state line, I think is where it's coming from, because it comes up that. And sometimes it just sounds like, I thought it was just somebody's dog, because it kind of sounds like almost like a
probably a werewolf.
Yeah. But it's out, and sometimes it sounds like one, and then other times it sounds like three or four of them.
What's it? Oh, werewolves of London.
Yeah, but it's definitely a bark. It's not a howl.
Oh, werewolves of Tennessee.
There you go.
And his hair was perfect.
So, yeah.
And he was married to his cousin.
Now that's Kentucky. We don't allow that over here.
Kentucky, yeah.
Although the irony is, I'm a bit more in the heart of Appalachia than Appalachian American is, but you know.
I don't think so.
What do you mean? Well, you grew up there. I didn't. So
Well, we are in the heart of the Shenandoah Valley. They wrote songs about us, sir.
yeah. Well, there's a song about the road down below me too, and it's all about moonshine. So
Copperhead Road.
yeah.
Yeah,
Copperhead
well,
Road, yeah.
they've got a song that what is it? John Denver, Take Me Home, Country Road.
Yeah.
That's not about West Virginia. That's about Western Virginia.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's every year.
Yeah, Tommy, that's right. Yip yip.
Yeah.
Yeah, be careful because those coyotes have taken out people before, but usually it's usually just women that are like under 100 pounds. But
Yeah.
That's why he's got a 12 gauge.
yeah,
Well, and hopefully soon some manner of rifle.
Yeah.
Exactly what. Probably get some kind of an AR with a 22 LR modification.
yeah, if I ever see it,
Backup. Don't forget the backup on your hip.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey,
Oh yeah,
Blake,
that I got. Yes, sir.
the week after Christmas, you got any plans?
I don't know.
Are you gonna be working much?
I don't know yet. Yeah, I got to figure out when I'm going to do ski patrol. We've gone back and forth of whether we're going to visit my parents at Christmas or Thanksgiving. Not sure what we're going to do with the dogs. I mean, the chickens, we can have someone feed them and water them and stuff like that. But so
I've got the whole week after Christmas off.
Oh, wow.
So,
I mean, I have some time to burn, but we got to coordinate so we're not all gone at the same time.
Right.
So
But I'm just saying, like, we could come down there and hang out or something if you want to.
Yeah, I'll let you know what in the heck we're going to be doing, because we've talked about going to visit her going to Virginia, Richmond, and around that time too. So I don't know yet.
Oh, thanks for shouting us out on your one video.
Yeah. Well, and I haven't made any sense. The other videos that have been putting out are stuff I recorded a while ago.
Oh, I seen that. Was like, oh, well, thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I've got one coming out tomorrow. You want some feedback? I think I want to edit it some more, but it's when I tried to go through that. I think it's a 10-pack. It's a 10-pack or a 12-pack, but it's the party pack of the 99 proof brand. I don't know if you've ever heard of them, but it's cheap-ass alcohol. Everything's 99 proof. And I get through 7 of, I think it is 10. I get through 7 of them, and I'm just about done. It took me hours. I had to let the dogs out in the middle of it twice, and it's crazy. And then I pick up the root beer flavor, and I edited this out, and I talk for 8 minutes on how to make root beer. So, and then I drink it. Then I say I'm done. But I think I can do some other quick edits to it. And I've got some odd edits in it, but anyway. But I think I've got it scheduled to come out 4:00 tomorrow afternoon. But anyway, all right. Well, guys, have a good show the rest of the night, and I probably won't be listening because I got chores to do before I can go to bed.
All right, man.
I got to do my wife's chores because she ain't
miles
here.
to go before you sleep.
Yeah.
All right, man. We'll be
Hopefully
careful.
not. All right. See ya.
Take care.
See ya.
Bye.
Hey, Lloyd or Greg. Hey,
Elon tells Twitter employees they can work from home, just not for Twitter.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah. Well, apparently 50% of Twitter employees are confirmed to have or will soon receive a notice of termination, and after that there'll be a freeze to hiring. And The Onion responded by saying Twitter employees trying to figure out if they're fired or not when they receive a meme of Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
No, Your Majesty, this is a very serious problem. The peasants feel you have no regard for them.
What? I have no regard for the peasants. They are my people. I am their sovereign. I love them. Oh!
It's good to be the king. No, Your Majesty.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Oh.
Makes me want to watch that movie again.
It's funny to see like people comment and he'd be like, "That'll be $8, please."
Yeah.
Thank you for your input. Yeah.
Oh gosh, this is a good one.
Okay, I had to make some kind of a dent. Now.
That's pretty good.
You know Jim Carrey hates that.
Oh yeah.
I knew Jim Carrey lost it when he came out against Kick-Ass 2 when it came out.
Yeah.
I was like, you're in the movie. You know what? You read the script, right? It's like,
you were on set.
I thought he was really good in that.
He came out against that?
Yeah. He was saying it was too violent.
Wow.
It was like, I thought he was really good in that because I was like halfway through that movie before I realized that was Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Because he had a lot of makeup on. And I thought he was really good in that role. But
what makes me mad is I was a big fan of Jim Carrey's until he went crazy.
Yeah, me too.
Well, till he went.
Apparently, he was like always crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He was crazy funny. Now he's just crazy weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Apparently he's come out, said he's bipolar or something, but he's not mentioned anything about it since. So I don't know if that's true, or was just trying to promote his art by cashing in on the what is it, non-divergent, hashtag.
Mm-hmm.
All right, since Seth's eating Halloween candy, I want to go around since last week was Halloween. What is your favorite Halloween candy and what is your worst Halloween candy?
Oh, man. That's tough.
Is it chocolate or is it sugary sweets?
Oh, dude, it's for real, like always chocolate. I love chocolate.
I'd have to say favorite Hershey's, just the normal Hershey's chocolate bar, any size.
Those are so good.
And boy, the worst, I don't know. The worst I haven't seen in a while. They used to make these little candies they came in the orange or black wrappers, and they were
those suck.
What the hell were those?
I don't know.
I can't even remember what they were called, but I haven't seen one in a long time.
I haven't seen
Oh,
one.
God,
They were so nasty, they stopped making them, I think.
Well, that was always at the end, like at the bottom where I've done through my candy. I'm like, I'm not eating them.
What the hell were those? Now I'm curious to find out if they.
I'm looking it up right now. Or Halloween is peanut butter kisses.
No, that wasn't it.
No, that's it.
Yeah, that's him.
Made with real peanut butter.
Yeah.
Taffy candy made with real peanut butter.
I guess that was it. I'll be damned.
It
They
tasted like
sucked.
crap.
Yeah, they were horrible. How could they make peanut butter turn into something that bad?
Yeah.
It was
you're right.
Wrapped up with like
Mary Jane peanut butter kisses. I'll be damned. You're right. I never knew that's what they were called.
Yeah. Peanut butter's already cooked, so when you cook it again, it's
I never saw these out. Like I didn't know that
Russian
you could buy
army
them.
rations. Yeah, about right.
These rock hard candies taste like a mixture of molasses and child abuse. That's That's the site that I'm reading. So
Oh, yeah, you're right, Euler. The board did hide the fact that they understated Twitter's costs, and and Elon is pursuing that rumor. And if it's true, they're going to lose money. He's going to sue them for that.
Hey, if you guys would like to check us out, we're also on Rumble right now, and that's the link. I dropped it in the chat. We have a Rumble account.
Said something. YouTube goes, no, you can't.
Well, I just don't.
Are you on Odyssey as well, Seth?
We have an Odyssey, but I kind of got, in order to mirror your accounts, you have to have like so many videos up. And I got so frustrated with the way that you upload on Odyssey that I was like, dude, I'm just done. We have a channel, and at some point I'll continue to upload to it, but I've kind of just walked away from it.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's just annoying. Sour Patch Kids.
Now, I'm wondering, is anybody taking Frosk seriously, or is she barking and only because of...
She's just jealous because everybody wants Henry Cavill and nobody wants her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. She's just barking because she was recently fired and nobody's rehiring her, but nobody wants her.
She seems kind of clueless, if you ask me, because she's going off about he dated a 19-year-old when he was 30, and did you know that he dated Gina Carano? Who the hell didn't know that he dated Gina Carano? Is that who is that news to? I was like, I thought everyone knew that.
Yeah, well, she's jealous.
It's like she's just reaching,
lining up to date her.
Right. Well, yeah.
But I mean, come on, we all know the reality. The Mary Sue wouldn't hire her, and when the Mary Sue wouldn't hire a rabid feminist, you know, there's, you know.
Oh wow, really?
Rabid feminists they can afford, yeah.
Did she try to get hired there after she was fired from?
No,
G2,
well, the rumor is she was shopping for a new job when the firings at G4 started, and then she tweeted out, "Ha, I survived," and no, actually, she'd been terminated.
Right.
She was actually one of the first people terminated. She was lying. She was out shopping for another job, and she was going to announce that she quit, but nobody took her on.
Right. Yeah, when the Mary Jane won't take you on, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Because that's like one of the worst sites. That it's like they don't realize what the name Mary Jane means. It's like their own site.
Yeah. Well, when people like you don't want you.
Yeah, that's not a good sign generally.
Yeah. But I mean, the Mary Sue is only good for one thing. Nice. That's been a meme channel for everybody else.
Right.
I picked that up at the flea market last week. Well, Greg says automatically uploaded my account with automatic updates. Every video without my doing. Man, dude, you're lucky because it wouldn't do it for me. It said I didn't have enough people or videos or something. What did I? Let me go look, because like it drives me nuts that they wouldn't let me do it. But yeah, we have an account.
Yes, you're right, Euler. She is typical of that narcissism culture where, and yes, they are fueled with hate, but they're also fueled with, well, that hate comes from jealousy. I said this the other day on one of the feeds. She hates Elon. This is AOC. She's pretty much like Frosk. She hates them because they're male, they're white, and successful. All three things which they're not.
Right.
Because it comes down to the fact that they wish they were men, right?
And
they wish they were successful. But what Frost doesn't realize is that she was actually one of the 1%. She'd made it. All she had to do was just read the script.
Right.
Oh, he says I do have. That's right. It's 1,000 subscribers.
Oh.
It's so stupid. Like, golly, I'll never get 1,000 subscribers there.
For what?
No, I think it's talking
Odyssey.
about
On Odyssey? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, some people have. Stitzenhammer has been
YouTube, TikTok's the same way. For you to go live with TikTok, you have to have 1,000 subscribers. But TikTok's easier to get subscribers. Like, I got over 2,000. Even
the
though
problem
it's
is,
honest spyware.
Did you change the name to Themensroomislive
Not
yet?
yet.
Oh.
Oof.
I haven't really messed with it yet. Because when you change the name, you got to log into the computer to change it.
Log in. I thought it was on your phone, you mean?
Huh?
I thought the only way to get the main settings panel was through your phone.
No, it's through your computer.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Because when I signed up for TikTok, they said sign in on your phone to verify. You know.
Now, I heard that Twitter bought. It was like a thing kind of like TikTok, and Twitter still owns it, but they never published it. It's called Voss or something like that. It starts with a V. And Elon Musk is the one that owned it, and that Twitter bought it from him. But now he owns it back, and he may redo it to where it kills TikTok.
Elon owns a lot of things, including X Finance, which is the company that used to be PayPal. When he sold PayPal, he actually sold PayPal off the division of his own company. And he is like looking at streaming and all these other things, and money and payment services and live chats, all through Twitter. And he has said that he's not renaming it X.com, that X.com is his, test bed. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. The more than one way to achieve your goals. That's right. Elon is showing that you just have to keep at it to achieve. But everything Elon's touched has pretty much turned into gold. He built a payment processor when everybody else said that a gateway system is a secure gateway is impossible. Lots of companies gave up on the electric car. Who killed the electric car? Nobody did. Tesla, while they were making movies about the electric car dying, Tesla was soaring. These people, they love to be negative. They demand people buy an electric car and then tell you, oh wait, you can only power it with a solar panel. And even the biggest companies in the world have said, our company can't be powered by solar panels. You just can't produce enough energy for us. And they said, that's simple. Just reduce the number of people on the planet. That's exactly, they're thinking. Me, my way. Everything's my way. Even right now, there's a company in Britain that could power all of Britain with their geothermal plant. But because it's not a solar panel, they're screaming about it. And the thing is that I said to them is, well, the difference between you and solar panels is Bill Gates is all in on solar panels, and that's where we're at. That all these big protest groups are doing Bill Gates' bidding. Power grids can't handle the load. That's true. The grids can't power the load. Do you imagine trying to do an electric powered ship?
Yeah, an electric truck can't tow a car more than 45 minutes without recharging either.
Yeah,
what I've heard.
And the like long haul tractor trailers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, have you heard of the hydrogen engine? A hydrogen-powered V8 has 500 times, and I repeat this, 500 times more power than the standard V8. Now, I'm not talking about the modern V8. I'm talking about the 1968 stock Chevy. That's the measurement from there on from the V8. It's the first standard stock V8. That's right. Climate change cult doesn't allow dissent or deviation from the mantra. It has to be windmills and solar panels.
Yeah.
Because they want to drag us back to the Stone Age. They don't want us to travel the stars. They don't want us to even have satellites. They don't want us to have rocket ships. They don't want us to have the...
Oh, I'm not going to lie, dude. I really want a rocket ship.
Yeah. I want my damn jetpack, and I want my flying car is what I want.
Dude,
I should have had it by the year 2000. What happened?
I want to live like the Jetsons.
Yeah.
Right.
I remember a movie
robot.
coming out in 1967 with a goddamn jetpack in it.
So have y'all heard the theory on the Jetsons?
Uh-uh.
Which one?
Jetsons and the Flintstones were in the same era.
I've heard that one.
Hanna-Barbera universe. They were shut down and their shareholders pulled out, bankrupted the company, and yeah, I don't know what happened. There's an internal dispute in Hanna-Barbera that sunk the company. But they were going to launch the first multiverse, the Hanna-Barbera universe, where all the Hanna-Barbera characters were in one universe.
How would that work, Tommy?
Well, see, you look at the Jetsons, they're up in the air. They're not on any land.
Right.
Yeah.
And the Flintstones actually live on the Earth's surface.
So it's like a post-apocalyptic nightmare with the Flintstones, and then they're living up.
So it's like a nuclear war happened.
Right.
And that's what happened to them. But the rich people got to live up above. Because if you look, the Jetsons, everybody's rich.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah, living in. By the way, the Jetsons is the economic model for the climate Nazis. They grew up on. Don't forget, most of these climate Nazis, they're the children of boomers. They're the late-born boomer children, and the boomers is the hippie movement.
Right.
Millennials are the late-born children of hippies, and they inherited all the wealth from their drug money, and yeah, they want to enact the Jetsons. Well, if there's only a few of us, we can have our palaces in the sky because we get more resources.
Well, their predictions never come true either. The goalpost is always moving. It was supposed to be massive overpopulation by now. Remember the movie Soylent Green? That takes place in 2022, by the way.
By the way, Soylent Greg, I purposely I did not say robot women because they do exist. And Elon had shown off last week a Android.
Oh, they have them.
And the Android lifted a piano. So if anybody's going to be Skynet, Twitter, there's no need for a domestic Android to lift the piano, is there? But a military contract, did you know Google dropped "Don't be evil" from their motto? Because they own Boston Dynamics, a military robot dog contract company. What's patrolling the streets of Shanghai right now to ensure there's nobody on the streets for their lockdown? Would it be robot dogs?
Well, that's right out of Fahrenheit 451, if that's true.
Yes. their late night curfews enforced by putting robot dogs to walk the streets to sniff out anybody who's broken curfew.
Is coffee and gaming going on tomorrow?
Yeah, it's already set up.
All right. What are you playing?
Uncharted.
There you go.
Why?
I was just curious. If I wake up early, I'll jump on.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. If you how did you get on the stream tonight?
Just clicked my StreamYard and clicked on it.
All right. If you'll leave.
I saw 3, but I didn't read what they said.
Oh, you just magically stumbled into the right one?
No, actually, I just looked at the time, the date.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Burke will set you free, Euler Greg.
I'll be honest. I was almost running late myself, and I was supposed to start it. So, I was rushing. It was like.
Well,
I usually.
Some Russian Ukrainians get him.
I was. It started at 9, and I think I had 14 minutes, which that's not usually. I usually get 8:30. I just put it on and wait. But tonight we went out to eat, and it kind of drained some time.
Where'd y'all go to eat?
Mamma Mia.
What's Mamma Mia's?
That an Italian restaurant?
Yeah, Italian restaurant. It's
Where's
what
that
we
at?
went to. The one right across from El Rodeo.
Oh, Mama Maria's.
Mama Maria's. Okay.
I was like, what are you talking about?
Everything was burnt though.
That sucks.
The
Dude,
bread was burnt.
Have you gone? Have you ever gone on a Sunday to lunch? Dude, you're missing out, bro.
Is it good?
They got a buffet.
I saw the buffet, but I just didn't know if they did it anymore because the whole.
Oh God, dude, it's so good. I went there last weekend. Oh my God.
My favorite's 611. If y'all ever are in Virginia, in Roanoke or somewhere, go to 611 for their buffet.
I'm still mad that KFC hasn't brought back their buffet. So
yeah,
yeah, dude, that does suck.
Because of COVID. I love their buffet.
The only thing good about their buffet was the barbecue chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
They just load up on chicken breast after chicken breast and lots of mashed potatoes and gravy.
And mac and cheese.
Right.
So, is there anybody interested in Black Panther?
No.
People are not. But it's about colonialism.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be a huge lecture, and it's going to win lots of awards. Lots of people are going to turn out.
How dare you?
Hey, see, we could succeed without white people.
So it's trending right now. That's why I was wondering what's the whole. I hear Riri Williams is going to be in it.
I'm just not interested in a Black Panther movie with no Black Panther. The same reason I wasn't interested in watching a Batman show with no Batman called Gotham, or I wasn't interested in watching a Superman show that had no Superman or Superboy called Smallville. So that's just where I'm at.
Wait, you're lagging. You're glitching.
Uh-oh, I think Seth froze.
Oh,
he froze there for a second.
Yeah, repeat it.
Oh, you didn't watch Smallville?
Not a single episode.
Dude, that was a good show.
I've heard that, but I just don't. Just the whole concept behind it, I just can't get behind it.
I'll admit, I watched 4 episodes of Smallville.
I mean, Smallville was cool because it was before Superman was Superman.
Right.
But
Like he didn't know
it
he was going to be
good,
Superman.
but some of the stories blended together. Like it was the
Oh yeah, well
same
they had to
time.
have Monster of the Week kind of deal
Yeah.
with a
Like, that
hint
was my
of story.
Right.
Or just someone that couldn't control their powers.
Well, his powers.
Huh?
He had to learn his powers.
I feel
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about other people. They would like mysteriously get powers that accidentally kill people. Too. It wasn't always just a villain that got powers.
Right.
That is true.
I just feel that those shows look down on superhero stuff because they're like, we're going to be a superhero show, but it's not really going to be a superhero show. It's like only superhero fans put up with that crap because you don't see rom-coms that aren't really rom-coms or you know, action adventure movies that aren't really action adventure. We're just going to put McClane in it and it'll be a romance or something. I mean, you don't see that.
What did you not want in Smallville? Because I mean, show and it's pretty.
If
solid.
it was Smallville, I would want him when something happened, he'd turn into Superboy or whatever, and then he'd take care of it. Then he'd turn back into Clark Kent.
But when did he get his Superman? Like when did he become Superman?
Well, see,
like, was he Superboy first?
It depends on if you're talking pre-crisis or post-crisis. See, I grew up with the pre-crisis continuity that before they effed up everything in DC in 1986, in my opinion. But a lot of people like that version of Superman. So if you like the John Byrne, Roger Stern post-crisis version of Superman, where he didn't become Superman until he was over 18 or never had a Superboy career and never was in the Legion of Superheroes, maybe you'd like it then, but I don't. I just can't get behind it.
I didn't know there was anything. I mean, I knew that there was, that he gained his power. You know, he had to learn his powers and stuff like that.
Right.
But I didn't know that he was Superboy.
In the old continuity, he was. In the old before 1986, from like the Superboy feature started in to make a long story short, which is too late now. But 1945, they started the Superboy feature. But in the main comics, he still started as Superman. It took a while to catch up, but by the early to mid 50s, the continuity was all the same. Where he became Superboy when he was between 8 and 12 years old, and then he was in Smallville as Superboy, and then when he moved to Metropolis, actually, in one story when he was in college, he changed his name to Superman.
Huh.
So, I mean, that was the continuity from like basically 1955 or earlier until 1986. So for 30 plus years, that was the continuity. And then, but I mean, granted, that was only for 30 to 40 years, and it's been almost that long since then where it hasn't been. So there, So
I have no knowledge of that.
Right.
The only Superboy I've heard of was Jonathan Kent.
Right, and that's how most people are. So I'm just an old man yelling at clouds if I'm going to complain about that, because only me and like 5 other people even care about that anymore. So
I mean, that's interesting. I would like to learn more about it because
right.
I mean, I like Superman. I know a lot of people don't care for him because he's overpowered and really doesn't have any.
I never thought he was overpowered. If the writer is good, he's not overpowered because he'll give him bigger challenges.
Right.
Like like somebody used to. So I can't remember who said it, but Superman's big challenge is he has to spend the whole story figuring out who to punch. So I mean, he's like he'll be in some kind of bind where he, for whatever reason, he can't use his powers, or he's got to outthink his way. I mean, the best stories in my mind is a word where he has to outthink him. He has to think his way out of a problem.
I'll be honest. I like Batman, but I'm not like a big fan of Batman just because his story is so easy.
Right. What do you mean by easy?
So he goes to an alleyway and it's full of villains, and he can just start laying into them.
He doesn't have any powers, so he has a lot of weaknesses. So it's easy to write that he's.
Oh, I
down
see what you're
bar.
saying. Yeah.
So when you go to write, you have the climax and then a fall, and then a huge climax and then the fall.
Right.
It's easy to do that with him, but with Superman, it's hard.
It's hard. I mean, that's why they did that. This is my big complaint with Crisis on Infinite Earths, where they said, "Oh, it's too complicated." There's Earth 1, there's Earth 2, there's Earth, there's Earth S, where Captain Marvel, Shazam lives. At that time, he was on a separate Earth, so it's like, we got to combine everything because continuity is getting too complicated. It was never too complicated for the fans. It was complicated for the writers and the editors who didn't want to bother to do their research. So I mean that Marv Wolfman, I think, is the main culprit of that. But I mean, I liked New Teen Titans, but
it was only complicated because they couldn't do crossovers if they were on different planets.
Well, they could do. They did them all the time. They just had them cross over into another universe with some half-baked explanation, and then they would do it. So I mean,
another reason was they started plucking. Green Lantern's died. No, he's not. There he is. It's Green Lantern 205.
Well, I mean, they had the Green Lantern of Earth 2, and who wasn't in the Green Lantern Corps, and then the one on Earth 1 who was. But I mean, once again, no one cares about that anymore, because I mean, they screwed up continuity to the point where Hawkman was so messed up they couldn't even use him for a while. Because he's like, and since then they brought the multiverse back anyway, so I don't even know why they bothered to do that. So it's like, at least.
Speaking of which, have any of y'all yet seen Black Adam?
Man, I've been trying to go. I want to go see it so bad.
I want to see it. I actually want to see it.
It's
I
good,
want to.
But I just think they should have took 2 characters out. I don't think they fit.
Okay. Was it Hawkman? Was Hawkman?
No, it wasn't Hawkman.
I heard they race swap Hawkman, which I'm not thrilled about. But I like Dr. Fate's in it. I like they have the Justice Society in it. But my complaint is, Black Adam to me is just a villain. So why is he having a whole movie about him, and why are they wanting him to fight Superman instead of Shazam or Captain Marvel, as he was originally called? Because that's his main villain. I mean, that was his thing. In the original story, I know they've done some weird crap with him now and he's an alien or whatever, but in the old Facet continuity, like from the 40s and 50s, he was the first guy that the Wizard gave his powers to.
He in this movie, he's not the first.
Oh, okay.
Technically, but he's still human. He's just early.
Oh, okay.
He's just early human.
Well, I'm wrong. I thought they made him an alien or something.
No.
But he was like in the old continuity, he was an Egyptian 5,000 years ago. Shazam, the wizard Shazam gave him his powers and immediately corrupted him. He killed a bunch of people, took over ancient Egypt, and was ruling it as a god. And then the wizard had to come in and banish him to outer space or something, and he eventually found his way back, and Captain Marvel had to fight him and tricked him into saying Shazam, which turned him into a 5,000-year-old man. He turned into a skeleton and died. So, but then they brought him back, of course, because he was too good a villain. But I just think of him as a villain. I still want to see it.
Yeah.
I just haven't had a chance to.
God, that sounds like that sounds like a failed Marvel movie from Fox.
Did HBO just cancel Westworld Future Fantasy Empire? How many seasons did that go?
Yeah,
I saw something about 20 minutes ago that
is that on season 3 or 4 now?
They're gonna do 4 and then
they're gonna do 4 and then because I stopped watching after season 1.
I watched season 1.
The viewership has failed.
I started watching season 2. No, I finished season 2. Season 3 is where it didn't feel like Westworld anymore. It didn't feel anything of the show no more because it wasn't Western anymore at all. It was high tech, futuristic.
Right.
the park was basically gone. So
Okay.
it's not what people wanted at all.
Yeah. FF
Well,
is me, and yes, they just announced it. But it's 8 episodes. They are giving it a finale. They are giving it an 8-episode finale. They said, whatever you could wrap it up, wrap it up. But
Well,
this is all you're getting.
It kind of ruined
they pretty much said it because they basically said it. You don't have the minimum viewership. Yeah. See, they're looking at the individual numbers, not the overall HBO viewers.
I love the movie.
Show by show.
Yeah, the original movie is great with Richard Benjamin and Yul Brynner as the evil. He was like the original Terminator, pretty much in that movie.
Yeah,
he's relentless. You can't stop him. I mean, he was great.
I love the way they were going with the first season. The second season was okay. Third season, you're like, this is garbage. I stopped watching. I didn't even care what the ending was going to be.
I watched all the first season, and it kind of ruined it toward the end when Tessa Thompson showed up because I can't stand her. But I just heard so many bad things about the second season. I just didn't even watch. I just didn't watch it.
Yeah, it got weird. They went straight away from the movie, like to the furthest distance from the movie.
Now, Yul Brynner wasn't actually evil. He's the he's the archetype of I just don't have a side. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's just trying to survive, and the only way he can survive is to get rid of all the humans trying to kill him.
Right.
And he is the inspiration for Terminator.
Right. I mean, you could look at it the way I kind of look at it the way is he's fed up with he's kind of justified because all his brethren are getting abused, used, shot up. He's constantly getting shot up and put back in shape.
He's died. Yeah, he's died several times, and
he's like,
he's been aware.
Right. So I mean, if someone has a consciousness and they have, if they're sapient, eventually they're going to say, "I've had enough of this shit," and they're going to. So it's like inevitable. So.
Yeah. Good night. Stay frosty and keep your powder dry.
Monkey out.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Yeah. Actually, I said keep your powder dry on a post the other day.
So that's how Monkey Works signs off. He says, "Stay frosty, keep your powder dry, and monkey out."
Got to do that.
You ever listen to him?
I haven't heard him before.
Oh man, I sent you the link the other day.
Does he have his own channel?
Yeah. I sent Tommy
looking it up right now. Is it under that name?
I'll hang on. I'll pull it up.
I just found it. Just found it.
Monkey Works. MERX, I think. No, WERX. Monkey Works. Yeah, he's cool.
Well,
I sent Tommy this really long story about how that we think 45 might be getting arrested.
Oh yeah, I did watch that. I did watch that.
That was him.
Who?
Oh,
really?
Monkey Works.
45 might be getting arrested.
Yeah.
To push off Tuesday.
Arrest him on Monday to push off Tuesday. Yeah.
Yeah. That could be interesting. I think we might have to exit YouTube for that one, that conversation.
Right.
Yeah.
No, but I do want to see the Black Adam movie to go back to that. I want to see it just to see Henry Cavill Superman.
I know. I looked up that post-credit scene.
So if that's what they did to sucker people like me into doing, it's probably going to work.
Dude, but you will get one laugh more than ever. You see, they CGI making The Rock look scrawny. It still looks like The Rock at the face, but they
mean before he gets his powers, you mean?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. He is like anorexic looking.
Oh, that's
It's a little disturbing, but funny at the same time.
Well, back then a lot of people were because there weren't a lot of food.
Yeah. So they were, but his head's still like big.
That would be weird. Yeah, I'll have to get
It's a little weird. I think they should have worked on that a little better. But I guess if he made his head smaller, it wouldn't look like him anymore.
Right.
But I will say the CGI is better than when he played in the Scorpion Mummy as the Scorpion King.
Hey, Dr. Coffin, check out our group chat over here. I just dropped another.
Oh,
that's the one that
I had the comments on. Let me check out this. I'm not seeing anything in the private chat.
Not the weird. Private chat, our group chat on Facebook.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
If you check that out, it's about an hour and like 20 minutes or so, and you can start it. I think it starts like 15 minutes in.
Oh, live with Monkey Works.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's a good listen, and I mean he breaks down. He tells everybody that he thinks it's a theory, but you never
have to check it out.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Well, I hope it's going to go the way that.
Oh, sorry. Somebody just sent me a mail.
What?
Wanted Riri Williams, aka Ironheart, for being a crappy knockoff Iron Man. Reward 10 cents. Call 1877 She-Hulk. Wow,
hey, you want to see a picture of me and my dad from like 11 years ago?
Oh, cool. Go ahead.
It was on my timeline. We did pumpkin chunking. Yeah, buddy.
Sweet.
Y'all still got that, don't y'all?
Yes, sir. We need to get it all cleaned up because it ain't been fired off in a couple years.
Oh, you got like a trebuchet for pumpkins or something?
Yeah, I mean we can send pretty much whatever, but yeah, the pumpkins.
Hey, Tommy. Hey, Tommy, poke your head out.
Yeah.
I've got a few things I'd like to send up in that. A few people I'd like to send up in that.
Hayden Biden. Put it on the border. Hey, you want to read it? You want to unite? You want to unite families? So do we. Sit on this uniting families chair. Trebuchet.
Did anyone speaking of Tuesday? Did you hear the quote Rogan said about what's going to happen? The Joe Rogan quote. Something
no.
He said it's going to be a red wave, like when the doors open in The Shining.
Yes. Yeah. I made that comment earlier because I saw it from there.
Yeah. Maybe, unless some shenanigans happen again. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for that too.
Oh yeah. I'll be honest, my stomach, like, if I start thinking about it, my stomach starts cramping up because I'm like, is it going to go good? Is it going to go bad?
I know. It's going to be a nail biter.
Well, Biden's too calm, so expect shenanigans, I think.
Well, he's made 2 speeches trying to do any and everything to make the midterm go their way. So I feel like they're still worried. So that's a good positive sign.
I don't think his speeches have made any traction whatsoever, though, at this point.
Oh no, it hasn't.
Did you hear about the Saturday Night Live sketch that they did? They did. I only saw a clip of it. They did some SNL, and SNL is pretty left leaning. But they did. It was like a parody of a horror movie, and they were talking about how, what if what if Joe is running in 2024, and like, would even liberals going to vote for him? And it's like a horror movie. It's like, and it's that's pretty telling in my opinion.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the Elon effect?
No. What's the Elon effect?
Okay. The Elon effect is actually, I think, a Bill Maher theory that since Elon Musk stood up to the woke, people, including him, have become more questioning of the narrative, and many have walked away. And that now companies are standing up to their woke employees, and it shattered the illusion that the woke are in charge. Well, Bill
Tommy,
Maher,
what are you doing, man?
I think
Bill Maher, sorry, I was adjusting my mic.
I think Bill Maher's been walking away for a long time. I don't think it's the Elon effect in his personal experience, but I think he's attributing it to it because in that last week where he was going to say, will I start, do I get rid of my personal scriptwriter or not? Because he doesn't do he hasn't written his own scripts in yet. But he's attributing that, I think, to the Elon effect. That not the standing up part, because he's already doing that, but the actual dare to fire these people.
Right.
And if you've lost, if you lost Bill Maher, your once greatest champion, your movement really has to look at itself and say, "Are we the baddies?"
Right. I love that clip, by the way. Are we the baddies?
Yeah, British comedy at its best.
Yeah. What is that from? I forget what is that from, Dave? I've seen that clip, but I can't remember what it's from. It has these villains, and they have like skull insignias or something. It's from some comedy show, and they're like, we're doing all this evil stuff. We have these skull insignias. Are we the baddies? It's like they're coming to the realization.
Webb.
Yeah, there you go.
In British comedy by Michael and Webb,
right?
And it's Hans and Otto, where Hans is asking himself, "Are we the baddies?" And Otto looks around and looking over his shoulder, basically saying, "Yeah,
right."
The party's always right, and you fear the party, but it's the unsaid part, that really does it. He's looking over his shoulder. Like, is anybody watching us? Like, this is a conversation we should have had a long time ago. I know, but now we're having it. I feel, and I think pretty much you can apply that to a lot of movements these days. That if you fear being ostracized, like you could go to a Trump rally as a black man and say, "Tell me why I should like Trump." You can't do that as a white man at BLM, Antifa, or even a Biden rally. You just can't do it. Why should I like Biden? And it's like they all just turn and look at you. That college girl meme. The one from that Alicia Silverstone movie. Where she says something stupid, and they all look at her. These days they all copy her, but back in the day, they all thought she was an idiot, but now they're all copying her. You know what I mean?
Right.
But looking back, that was the "Are we the baddies" moment, and it's like, you should have realized that back in the 90s. But peer pressure isn't the only pressure they've got, as you know. They're upset they're losing Twitter because Twitter's one of the big three. If they lose a pillar of their society, they lose, because then they lose. Then they're worried that Elon has the power to make another YouTube. He has the power to make another PayPal. He has the power to make another Facebook, although we don't need another Facebook if we've got Twitter. You know what I mean?
Hey, Seth.
Yo.
I am shocked you have not hit your video clip key today.
For what?
Anything. Usually you've done playthrough.
I mean, I did play
a couple.
I did play 2 of them.
Nazi fags.
Yeah, there you go. We needed that about half an hour ago. Tommy's used that one. Tommy did play that early.
I missed that one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come.
Yes, sir.
Everything that guy just says is bullshit.
My cousin Benny.
And the first thing you gotta learn if you're gonna be a race car driver is you don't listen to losers like your know-it-all teacher.
Teacher wants you to go slow, and she's wrong, because it's the fastest who gets paid, and it's the fastest who gets laid.
True. True. You don't win. You don't win the Indy 500 by staying in the slow lane. You may get to the end, but nobody's there to watch you do it.
Is We Got This Covered? Is that a credible news source?
They're in between. They're in between. Sometimes they have a good story, and other times they're just, full of hopium.
According to this, Spider-Man fans going wild after Sony announces new Tom Holland trilogy.
I heard.
I thought Tom Holland quit.
Really?
How old is that post?
Oh man, that's old. I just seen that. It's almost a year old.
Oh well.
Why is this
Still,
popping
though.
up?
February 22. He announced he was taking a break. And they've asked, is he quitting Spider-Man? And he clarifies that. Well, he said he's going to do the next couple of movies, but he's not going to be playing it past his 30s. So that trilogy is on hold, not because of Tom Holland taking a break. He's taking a break because the Sony was supposed to be setting up the Sinister Six, which would lead to the finale with Spider-Man, right? 6 movies plus the Spider-Man movie.
They really don't want to let go of that Sinister Six thing, do they?
They bundled it by bringing out a Venom 2 instead of bringing out different Sinister movies.
I know. They really did.
They should never have done a Venom 2. They should have just gone straight to the Vulture with Michael Keaton. But they're having arguments with Disney because Disney's trying to force Sony into bankruptcy. It's all these childish games of who controls what.
I don't have any high hopes for anything Marvel does moving forward. I get Disney Plus now, so I have seen WandaVision, and I enjoyed WandaVision actually, but
there are moments in WandaVision where you can say, I see where they're going, and it's not good.
I think I have the advantage of I've heard every spoiler, I've heard every breakdown, so nothing can surprise me, nothing can disappoint me at this point. So I can just watch these and enjoy them for what they are.
See, I actually enjoyed the Anakin Obi-Wan fight in what's it called again?
Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan, yeah.
That movie pissed me off so bad.
I don't know if I want to watch that.
No, but I'm saying the before and after was a mishandled story. It should have never had Leia in it, right? Obi-Wan should have never been with Luke. Obi-Wan and Vader facing off.
Emotional damage.
That was me, dude, for real.
Yeah, I can imagine.
That show sucks.
I've seen enough. I've seen enough of that I never want to watch that. I have watched the first 3 episodes of The Mandalorian though, and I do enjoy that so far.
Which one? Like, did you see? Wait, season 1 or season 2?
I'm only the first 3 in season 1. I'm just now starting to watch that. I'm like 3 years behind.
Just stop at the end of season 1.
Okay, that's what I've heard.
Don't even watch season 2. It doesn't exist.
I've heard it gets a lot worse.
It's so stupid. I love The Mandalorian. Like, it's my the theme song's my ringtone.
Mm-hmm. I love the music. I like almost everything about it. And once again, that I've heard every negative thing about that, even in the first season. So that doesn't bother anything about that. Doesn't bother me. Like, why don't they just put the ship closer to where he wanted to go instead of riding that whatever thing? But it's like, since I knew that already, it didn't bother me. So it's like,
yeah, Pedro Pascal sucks. He's hard to believe that like he's that cool.
Yeah.
Well, it's like Michael J. Fox when he writes his own material. He's not funny.
Well, it's just, you're supposed to be able to separate the art from the artist, but when it comes to Pedro Pascal, it's like, dude, you're whack.
Right.
Like, you're not cool at all.
2.0.
Exactly.
He and Mark Ruffalo should get a hotel room and just get it over and done with.
Yeah.
I got some news I want to tell you before I forget, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Who here likes He-Man and the Masters of the Universe? The original series.
Yes.
Right here.
That is apparently coming out on Blu-ray. Seth doesn't like that apparently.
I've never been into it. I mean, I understand it has a large following, so I mean, it's cool.
I never got into it when it was originally on, but I started watching it with my daughter a few years ago, and it was still on Netflix. And then I really got into it, and I was like, I even like the She-Ra shows. And then they came out with all that new crap, and I tried to get the DVD. The DVDs that you can get are horrible. I mean, they are so messed up. The aspect ratio changes literally from episode to episode. So if you're a fan of the show, I guess some German company is putting out a disc. The guy, they did a show about it on Midnight's Edge. I don't know if you've ever watched that today. And I was in there for most of that show. And they don't know if it's going to be all regions or not, or if it's just going to be in the European region. So you might need an all regions Blu-ray player. Yeah, I mean, David, you would too, because you're in region C, I think, for Blu-ray.
I forget what it is. Yeah, there's 6 regions.
You're in either B or C. I think you're a C.
I think, it's Asia Pacific anyway on the cover.
Right.
I don't have Blu-ray, so I
don't
care.
I'm thinking it's going to be all regions because it's one of those kind of movies. But it's one of those kind of shows. But apparently, they thought the original Masters were destroyed. It turns out they weren't. So it's going to look better than ever. So there you go. I know Seth doesn't give a crap, but I was excited. But a lot of people were excited.
I mean, if it's something you like, man, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it'd be like the Power Rangers remasters for you. So.
Yeah. That's fine. Oh, I picked up some new toys this week.
Really? You too?
Yeah.
Let's see them.
Let me get them. I'll be right. Hang on.
I'm pretty much running out of room, so
I'm gonna have to get a palatial 42-room Tudor mansion before I get any more figures.
Yeah, I got stuff all over the place here and there.
I got 3 kids, so I keep all my stuff at my dad's house.
Mm-hmm. I keep a lot of stuff in my parents' basement.
I was thinking of getting a shoving set to shove in behind the couch, so it's sitting above me and I can put my books in a row and all that, behind me. But at the moment, I'm still paying off my computer. Any purchases I want to make has to wait. And the thing is, after I've paid off this computer, I've got to get one anyway. So
All right. Do y'all like Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with it. I've never seen any of those actually.
The Diamond Select, Aang in final fight. With let's see if I can maybe with all the elements in Avatar state. I got him like a month or so ago, and that's what started. Well, the whole thing it started was we got Azula because my daughter wanted Azula. Well, she played with her for a month, and I was like, let me try to sneak her back in the box because she's kind of expensive, and I didn't want her to like destroy her.
Yeah.
So I snuck her, put her back in the box, and got her back in here nice and safe. Then I realized that I was like, well, I kind of want Aang because this is the final fight. Aang, he looks pretty cool, so I got him. And then the other day, I was at the comic book shop, and I was like, hey, I saw 3 action figures. I said, hey, you want to do a deal? And she said, maybe. What do you want? And I said, well, how about this is Fire Lord Ozai. I was like, can I get him? And Sokka. Can I get him? And Toph. Can I get her? And she was like, well, yeah, we can cut you a deal. We'll work a deal up. So needless to say, I brought all 3 of them home. Yeah. So
nice.
Yeah, I hate starting to collect action figures because once you collect like one of one set, you gotta like fill them out.
Mm-hmm.
I can't just not get them. Yeah, it's weird.
Dr. Coffinell, if you like He-Man, you will like Avatar.
Avatar's on Netflix right now, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Now, is there more than one series, or is it just one?
There's 3 seasons of Avatar. Then there's a spin-off show called Korra, The Legend of Korra. Now that I have yet to watch it, but my friends told me stay away from it.
Well,
she's like a lesbian, yada yada yada. And
yeah, that is true, but I wanted to hear the continuation of Aang, so that's why I watched it.
Is this based on a Japanese anime that has been translated, or is it?
This was totally made for America.
Totally. Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay.
Yeah. It's really cool. It's a great show.
I've heard nothing but good things about it. I heard the live action movie was horrible.
Yeah, I put off watching the show for like ever. I remember back in the day when it was on the air, I was like, dude, this show's stupid. I'm out. Like, I cut it off. But now I look back on it and I'm like, actually, I really like it.
It's
Tiffany
Cross disheartened by
it. Hit the breaking news button. Breaking news.
Ooh.
Is it there?
I guess
breaking news.
Says my work is not done. Tiffany Cross
has been
she got fired.
Racism. The Elon Musk effect.
Of course.
NBC has, and Joy Reid is the first to was the one who broke the news on Twitter. Yeah, I bet she's happy. Joy is looking over her shoulder. Are we the baddies?
Probably.
Tiffany Cross looking over her shoulder.
That's when you need to start playing that. We need a clip that says, I will remember you.
I will survive.
I really wanted to make a button tonight, but I didn't have time. Did you guys watch on Halloween Day? Louder with Crowder.
Yes. Yes.
Remember when he said, "Are you afraid of the left?"
Yeah.
I wanted to make that.
Well, speaking of Crowder, has his appeal come through, or it's back to the lawyers?
He's off for 2 weeks. Well,
Yeah.
1 more week.
2 weeks.
Yeah. Then they only did it for the midterm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They planned it just perfect to where he couldn't be on during the midterms.
Yep.
Well, meanwhile, over at Rumble.
But dude, I hate Rumble. I mean, I like Rumble.
Yeah.
We're on Rumble right now. But I hate how the way the live streams are set up.
I completely understand that, but I do like, because if I'm watching it, listen to it on YouTube, I got to have my phone on. Like the screen has to be playing, it kills the battery. At least with Rumble, you can hit the side button and it still plays.
Hit the side button? What do you mean?
On an iPhone, you hit the side button and the screen goes blank. But it'll still play. So
I mean, it's like Podbean. It'll still play.
Yeah.
It'll still play. Like YouTube shuts off
But
if you do that.
the problem of it is, though, is you can't track down when he's going to go live.
You can't track.
It just drives me nuts, man.
Rumble's
he's like Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. It's like 10:30, bro.
Yeah, like
it's never 10 a.m.
Well, now they schedule it for Rumble. It says 10:10, and then after 10:10 hit, they change it. It says waiting on Crowder.
Yeah,
but
it's just annoying, dude. Like he needs to be on time. But I don't know. Well, it's been 2 hours. It's after 11. I'm tired.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get out pretty soon too.
Y'all ready to call it for the evening?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everybody, thank you for joining us. We've had quite a few people in the chat, I can see the numbers there for whatever. It's been kind of up and down. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the bell. We're going live at 7 a.m. for Coffee and Gaming, which is in just a handful of hours. So you guys have a great night. Take care, and we will see you soon. Buy David's book. Check out Lape's channel. Dr. Coffin Nails doesn't really do anything. Neither does Tommy. Like social media.
I have plans.
Oh, okay, cool.
Early next year.
Okay. Well, anyway, so long. Take care, and let's see. Somebody. Oh, yeah. David, why do you put links in the chat when they're in the description?
Because I do.
Okay.
Because I can. Because some people don't actually look at the description and all they see is the first part on the app.
Bye bye.
Good day, sir.
Later, dudes.
Good night, Jim Bob.
Hell, I got to go.
Peace out.